I'm Sarah O'Grady.
And I'm Gavin O'Hara.
Coming to you today live from a pretty cool new food hall here in Raleigh called the Morgan Street Food Hall. Why don't you tell everybody why we're here today on this new series we're calling the Socializer?
Sure. Yeah, so we're here today representing Lenovo's global social media team. Our crew gets to work on social every day. We get to banter with William Shatner on Twitter. We film YouTube videos with grizzly bears and snakes, and we chronicle huge Lenovo events all across the world, everywhere from Beijing to Barcelona. It sounds fun from the outside, and it is, but there's more to it than you might think.
Exactly. Not every day is glamorous, that's for sure. We meet and collaborate endlessly with our colleagues across the business. We beat our heads against the wall in strategy sessions. Literally, yep. Sometimes. We build complex content calendars, we take deep dives into analytics and data as we strive to be more efficient and effective in the way that we do social.
Absolutely. So in this video series, we want to take you guys behind the feed, so to speak. We want to show you how Lenovo uses social media to inspire and to sell to our fans and our followers.
Yeah, and hopefully inspire all of you to follow our social handles, sharing your favorite content on whatever platforms you prefer.
Yeah, we'll also highlight ways you can use platforms like Twitter and LinkedIn to broaden your knowledge and advance your own career. We want this to be useful for you guys.
Let's begin with a really basic question,
Sure.
Gavin. Why is social so important for Lenovo?
Yeah, well, for starters, the numbers are staggering, right? Think of this. There are roughly 7.6 billion people in the world. About 4 billion of them have internet access, and more than 3 billion use social media. Now, Facebook and YouTube each have about 2 billion monthly active users. And in a single day, Instagram users hit the like button 4 billion times, while YouTube addicts watch about 5 billion videos, Sarah.
That's crazy. And let's not forget about China, who have their own social platforms like Weibo and Youku and the new video sensation TikTok. WeChat, the China-based messaging app, now has more than 1 billion monthly active users. That's staggering.
I think it's hard for us and the rest of the world to get our head around the magnitude of China social. So numbers aside, social happens to be where our audience lives, right? It's their native playground. It's where people live their online lives. And for any company, it doesn't matter who their audience is or what they're selling, that audience is out there somewhere on a social network. You just need to find them.
Yeah, for sure. And on top of that, social remains a relatively inexpensive place for companies to market. For example, in certain countries, it can cost around $30 CPM, or cost per 1,000 impressions, to reach an audience on TV or in print. Compare that to a CPM of about $2.50 on social media. The numbers are really broad.
Sure, and there's some depth of information there too. By using social, we also have the advantage of tracking actions such as likes, clicks, comments, shares, video views, and from that we get data that informs how and where we can target people next.
So as Lenovo moves into its own digital transformation era, social is going to play an even larger role in the customer journey. A journey which, by the way, people bought about $1.5 trillion worth of consumer goods last year in e-commerce. It's massive.
Stunning. It's hard to get your head around that one. So, Sarah, Lenovo's come a long way from our own humble beginnings in social. We now have enormous scale and reach with the way we do social across the world. We have colleagues in about 60 countries doing this, right?
That's a lot. That's a lot of people to reach. It was probably in part due to your bear video, unboxing video.
I think it was more my haircut.
If you haven't seen that, you should definitely follow us on social. At this exciting moment in time for tech and social, be sure you're following us online so that you can be part of the conversation. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yep, and if you have any questions for us about Lenovo social or social media in general, hit us up. Send a note anytime to social@lenovo.com. We're open 24/7.
Well, at least our email is open 24/7, Gavin. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon on the next episode of The Socializer.